Alright guys, so a quick little product review test I'm going to be doing is with these battery jumper compressors. They're pretty small. The box looks a little bit big, but the inside unit is pretty small. And I'm actually going to be giving away 2 of these compressor battery jumpers in this video. So stay tuned to the end and I'll give you guys the rules on how this is going to work and how you can enter to win one of these. So I'm going to pick 2 winners from this video on the next episode. Here I have the unit pretty much in the bag already. I took it out of the box. This is my unit right here, so I'm going to be using this one, giving away 2 of these, and that's how, you know, it's not that big. It's a pretty small compressor that can actually battery jump at the same time. So we got the little hose right here for the tires, and then it comes with a few other things on the inside. I'll show you guys that in a minute. And what I'm going to be doing is actually I got this thing charged to 100% right now, and I got this JNC air charged to 100% as well. So we've got about 13 volts on it right now. And what I want to do is actually I want to compare this thing compressor wise and the battery jumper capabilities as well. So I'm going to do the compressor on this tire. I'm going to get this tire flat and I'm going to turn this guy on, see how long it takes to get to, like, I don't know, 30 psi or whatever, and then do the same thing with this guy. Deflate the tire and then turn it on and see how long it takes to get there, about 30 psi. I mean, obviously the difference is pretty big, so I'm not expecting to do it better than this guy, but if it does, it's pretty much the same or even a little bit weaker than that. It's still a nice, convenient small little box to have in the car in order, you know, for emergencies, if you need to pump up your tire a little bit. So that's going to be pretty cool. Also, this jumps the battery, that jumps the battery. So we're going to compare the battery jumping capabilities on the 6.2 F250, the gas truck that I picked up. What are you doing? Hey, get out of my picture. All right, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to deflate both tires, this side and the passenger side, and I'm going to turn these on at the same time and then see how they compare. Alright, so now the tire is completely flat. I'm going to put these back in and we'll see which compressor will win and how they both compare. Alright, so now that I got the two of the wheels flattened, this side and that side, I got the compressor connected here and the compressor connected here. And they're both at pretty much 0 psi, as flat as it can go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them on kind of at the same time, and then I'm going to put the timer on and see what we get. And I'm actually going to go ahead and set this to 30 psi, so this will turn off when it hits 30 psi, and it says stop every 10 minutes to cool off the unit. So we'll I guess we'll just run it, see what happens, run it for 10 minutes and see what we get. If we're close to 30, then I might let it run a little longer and then see how long it takes to get to 30. All right, let's press start. And then on, and we'll see what we get. And there we have it, and it's up to 30 psi, and we are at 4 minutes and 5 seconds. So that was actually pretty quick to get from 0 to 30 psi. And the big one I turned off as soon as the little one turned off, and we are at 31 psi. So I mean, pretty much identical. They're both just as powerful, but this one's a lot heavier and it's a lot bigger, and this one is obviously smaller and more compact, so it's a lot easier to hide underneath the seat or even in the glove box. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed. I thought it was going to be quite a bit weaker and not perform as good, but it did pretty good. It performed pretty good with the battery jumping F250 6.2 engine, and from the clips, comparing the clips, it seems like this one jumped the F250 a little bit faster, and it popped up the tire pretty good as well. Alright, so I got a bunch of metal cut right here, and now I'm gonna start welding here shortly. Here are some brackets that I cut right here for whatever I'm doing. This is gonna be brackets, some things gonna slide into each other, and then I'll have to measure out this plate, and I'm gonna have to make a few cuts on it for this thing to kind of stand on. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is actually start prepping these little pieces right here, and then I'm gonna prep a few edges on the top here where I cut it, and then I'm gonna cut that big piece into sections, and then I'm gonna start welding. Alright, so now that we got the tire compressor testing done and both of the units are recharged to 100%, we got about 13, and this one is 100%. So now what I'm gonna do, I went ahead and disconnected the battery completely, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect this one first to positive and negative. We're gonna start the engine, see how it cranks over, and then we're gonna do the same thing with this one. Maybe I'll do 3 starts each and see what we get. Alright guys, so here's what we need to do in order to win one of these units. I'm going to pick 2 winners on Friday's video. So you have about 3 days to put in your comments down below on this video, and then I'll pick a winner on the Friday's video. So basically what you need to do is subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, FixItNick, and down below in the comments say I won it and enter your Instagram ID. And then you can add something else to the comment if you want, like it's stupid or it's super cool, whatever. As long as you say I won it and have your Instagram ID, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel, and then you'll qualify to win. And I'll pick 2 winners on the Friday's episode. Also down below I'm going to have links to these units, so if you win one or not win one, it's always good to have 2 of these just to have in, you know, one car or another car. So I'll have the links down below to these units on Amazon and to their website. And also I'm going to have a discount code down there as well. So go ahead, check them out. And I'm pretty impressed. I like them. I'm gonna have one in pretty much each car. And then for emergencies, you know, you got the compressor, you got the battery jumper, so I think it's a pretty convenient little thing. It has a little baggie, you can just shove it underneath the seat somewhere, or even the glove box, and it's perfect for little road trips, even your daily driving. It just seems like a small enough unit just to have in there, and it's not going to take up too